Hello, welcome to Melaninandalbinoid Live. I am Lady Abimbola. Welcome to today's blog, Condemned Without a Crime. As a strong activist and a spokesperson against the gang stalking program, the racist system, and the abuse against the human race, I've documented so many personal experiences that concerns me, my personal persecution, attack by the gang stalkers, and kind of indicated the direction to look at concerning who are behind the gang stalking program and racist system and the general destruction of the human race. I've been giving you updates concerning the theft of my property, which I believe is another strategy. Last year, I made a decision to transfer to another European country. After that move, attack was made against me to actually steal my personal belongings that I kept in a storage. When I came back last year, August, I found that my properties has been taken. The storage keeper claimed the law enforcement agent is in the possession of my property. 20% were still existing, 80% was gone. I contacted the law enforcement agent. They denied the claim. I took a legal action, but the custodian has not attacked me from taking a legal action, but the man in black has continuously visited all my lawyers, manipulated my lawyers, and make sure they work contrary to the victory of the case, which means they work to sabotage the case. Well, lastly, I was advised to take, I was advised by my last lawyer to take an action to withdraw the penal case and to chase after the civil case. I was stressed out because the hotel I live in Mestre, Venezia, I lived there for more than 3 months, and I was constantly under attack. I was constantly under gang up, stalkers, usually from the south of Italy and other parts. And I found out that, because of economical reasons, I had to take a shared room. And the last shared room, which was room 840, the two Canadian girls, at least they claimed they were from Canada. And I saw something of Canada flag. They claimed they were from Canada. They were actually instructed to shoot me with radiation while I slept in the room. I was sleeping once and I woke up. I believe the Holy Spirit woke me up, and I found the girl beside me. You know, if I was not in the program, I would think whether she was practicing witchcraft on me, whatever. But she had something targeted towards me. While I was sleeping, she was shooting me with radiation. I woke up and looked at the girl. I was still a little bit disoriented to understand what was happening. Then I realized that I have an enemy in the room, and I disassociated myself with the hotel. Every room I tried to change, of course, the people at the reception was also involved. That's what they do. They penetrate every facet of human life, and there are so many people either as perpetrators, willful perpetrators, or they're just an infiltrator planted in organizations, in hotel. So you see that they don't miss at all. There are people planted in the hotel to keep a 24/7 surveillance on me, an attack, and a constant attack and harassment on me. And they penetrated the old people in the hotel, telling them I was a criminal, I was under target, I was whatever. Of course, some of the guests, they knew they were just talking crap, you understand? But this is what they did to me in the hotel I lived for 3 months. I went to continuous harassment, attack, persecution, slander of my character to put me in a... Even with the receptionists, with the people that worked there. Of course, not all of them are involved, you see. But the lawyer I got, advised me to withdraw the penal case. So when I reflected on it, the gang stalking program is actually a program that leaves little or no proof. They always want a situation whereby you have less proof. And the penal level means that there will be discussion where things will be mentioned that will connect to the persecution on my person. So I have seen the pattern they have always used is to either wanting to throw things out of cart or to make sure I do not even see the end of any case. I have a case in Bolzano also, the theft of my property. The same time I deposited the thing in Milano against the theft of my property in the storage, it's the same time I deposited the report. And all I really want to say, they didn't really care about us. Welcome back. At the same time, I deposited the report in the court in Milano. It's about a month later I deposited the one in Bolzano. According to the lawyer that's handling the case in Bolzano, they claim the case is still under investigation. How come a theft of one of a landlord of a vacation house, my property that was in his possession, you know, when I went to Austria, how come that is still under investigation for 1 year, especially the fact that the law enforcement agent was mentioned in this particular case? The one in Milano has been quickly rushed to cancel the old case, but the pattern is that right from the beginning, they have tried to sabotage even the report. The report I made with the police refused to write anything, you know, anything contrary to the law enforcement agent. So it was just a useless report right from the beginning. I went to lawyers, we sit together, they intend to write the proper thing for me. When I leave them and they tell, oh, you can go back to Bolzano, there's no problem. When I leave them, they begin to tell me something else. There are different times I have seen the men in black entering my lawyers' offices. As I go out, they are stalking me there because they stalk me 24/7. And I believe, they continuously mislead these lawyers. You know, some of these lawyers are actually, basically they know their work. Only it's another thing to know your work, to know what to do. It's another thing not wanting to do what is right. And with law, you cannot accuse them as, oh, you did this and whatever, because they will deny it. They know they're doing what is wrong, but they will deny that, no, nobody influenced them, because according to the law, when they had the swearing in that they're supposed to defend the innocent, they're not supposed to be influenced by anybody, not even the law enforcement agent. But of course, you can, in this case, I don't even want to waste my time, attacking any lawyers, because of course they're under my control. They choose their path of destruction by listening to an oppressor, to torture, to continuously torture an innocent person. But I don't need to stretch my legal battle by, taking up battles with the lawyers. It doesn't worth it at all. I'm focused on the gang stalkers who has intentionally stolen my property to tie me down in Italy, because when my property is stolen, of course, I am compelled to remain here with all the torture, sabotage of my work, making me basically homeless. I stay in a hotel right now, and my things are just here and there. You understand? So my things are vulnerable to be stolen. The little things I have left are vulnerable to be stolen, and there will be more court case if anybody touch my thing. There's already a silly idiot, the Ghanaian idiot in Bolzano, that was already, provoking anger. But I choose to, give little attention to idiots for now. But I will handle everything the time I'm supposed to handle everything. And everyone will be dealt with accordingly. But right now, the court case in Milan, I sacked my lawyer, and I attended because I had very little time. I believe everything was programmed that way. They waited till the last minute, where I had just less than a week. I had just less than a week, and my lawyer told me, look, there was a letter from the judge for the date to be changed, and the judge refused to grant any change of time. And also financial assistance has been denied. He waited till the last week to tell me that. I decided, you know, it never gave me the letter the judge sent to him. They showed me something written, but they didn't give me a copy. So I don't have the copy of what he said the judge told him. You see, I know them very well, but I will not accuse anybody publicly right now. But I know their game very well, and there's no point putting it out here. So anyway, I sacked this lawyer, and I decided to go to Milan alone. I went to the judge. I saw the custodian. He came there. Of course, the custodian was white as the snow. He's under pressure. He's compelled because they have actually orchestrated the way they will attack me. So they have created the case to make me look as if, one, I told you about the weapon they tried to use. If you look at the videos of the Milan robbery, you will see I told you about something that the law enforcement agent, they hindered me from actually taking pictures. Not the one, the first day, on the 29th, those ones didn't realize what was happening, so they behaved like a law enforcement agent. They tried to intervene and do what is right. But the law enforcement agent on the 30th were the ones that was prepared to attack me. Of course, they were under instruction. So when they came already with an intention to attack me. They separated us. The people told them, you know, the custodian and the other people. The custodian was actually in limbo, but the people around him, who was from the south of Italy, Naples to be precise, you know, I believe, or I assume, you know, that I had certain things, but I kept quiet. But when the police came to me, when they finally opened the storage, they tried to stop me from taking pictures. I said, I'm taking legal action. You're stopping me from taking pictures. What does that mean? You're trying to hinder me from having a proof to demonstrate. They said they claimed so many things, but anyway, in the court at the end of the day, the custodian now actually confessed that there were still my things left. He denied all this one, that he doesn't have anything. I mean, even the 20% I saw that was remaining out of my things, he said he doesn't have them any longer. He has thrown them away. So after 1 year, they have tortured me, they have tormented me, they have traumatized me, they have humiliated me. He now comes to court and claim, oh, there's 20% still in Lorenteggio, where the storage is, that I can come and pick it. Okay. I reflected, should I get a lawyer or whatever? I don't trust their lawyers any longer. So I try to be, to be wise about the way I move, because it's just a matter of time. Most of these lawyers, they're just under total mind control. They're not practicing law again. They're practicing patriotism. So what happened is that I decided to face the judge alone. When I got there, I was so angered within me. I tried to keep my calm. When he accepted that, I told the judge, how about the other 80% remaining? Because even if I go to pick up the 20%, the 80% it still remain unanswered. This guy said the law enforcement agent is, but the judge did not write all those things, but they wrote, I was explaining, do you have anything to add? I had something to add, but the judge told me that, this is not the time, you cannot say everything, I cannot say everything. You asked me if I had something to add to what is there. I said the report was manipulated, was already created to sabotage the case. But the judge didn't give me enough time to say. So I've already gotten legal counsel, legal advice on how to proceed with the case. I've already sent a registered letter to the custodian. Okay. So basically, this is the letter I sent to him in Italian language. Basically, it means that I'm sending you this letter concerning the decision made by the judge, that I should come and collect the 20% of my property left in your possession. And I'm asking you for the other 80% of my property, my hard-earned property for 48 years. If you refuse to collaborate with this request by giving me the remaining of my property, either with your own intention or with all your collaborators in this attack of my wealth, then the legal action will still continue. I can guarantee you that I will never renounce this, justice. So basically that's what I just, just summarized what I wrote in Italian language in the letter, the registered letter I sent to him. So basically right now as I speak, the letter has arrived to him on the 17th. I confirmed the letter has been deposited on the 17th. He got the letter, I believe 16th or 17th. He got the registered letter. So I will, the period at the time I gave to him, I will go and pick the 20% property, and he has to give me response to what the 80%, how he's going to get. But if he does, I know who has in possession the 80%. I don't want to say so much right now, but I know who is in the possession. Whoever is behind the situation of the theft of we know the gang stalkers. Gang stalking is actually, it's a preparation for the Antichrist. We know that. And they're trying to demoralize people. They're intruding people's lives, destroys people. I call it a no-touch attack. I am condemned without a crime. They have tried to criminalize me. They have tried to manipulate my legal data. Last week, I got into a bus. I had a ticket. I missed my way. I'm in Verona. I missed my way. And I took the same bus again that actually stopped somewhere away from where I was going to. So I was wondering, because I'm not used to this area, and I took the bus back again. They sent some controllers after me. The guy came controlled, I had a ticket, but it has expired because I used it before, but I was still in the same bus. I wasn't in the same bus, sorry. I had to switch the same bus, but because the one I took back to the station is going another direction. So I have to go back to the station again and take the one going towards the direction. Well, it was still the same mistake I made. Well, anyway, the controller took my data, and after I crossed over they call it Piazza, I crossed over to the other side, and I saw the controller giving data, in the sense that he opened his book, giving data to some security guys. So I don't know, maybe they're trying to set me up, that maybe security guys came after me in the bus or whatever. I will show you the picture as I speak. This is the picture of the controller and the security guy, at the Piazza. I don't know why the controller was, there are three people there. The controller is beside, the security on the left. The controller is beside him. They were given that. I just took the picture. So when I took the picture, they saw me taking the picture. They moved away. I don't know, maybe they're trying to set me up again. There's an incident like this again that happened in Vicenza. I was standing in the station with other people, the military. They were harassing one black guy, and I was looking at them. I took out my phone. I wanted to call somebody, and the police arrived. The security told the military I was videoing them or whatever. Of course, they've identified me as a blogger. I was videoing them, and I was actually not videoing them. When they came to me, that was when I started videoing the conversation with the military guy, because I don't know why they came to me when they didn't go to other people. So the police guy came. What happened? I explained what happened. I was just here looking like every other person, and they singled me out to attack me. So I don't know why. He said he wanted to see my document. I gave him the document, and he made a call. While the police was making a call, she was being instructed what to write. So basically, what happened? Nothing happened. She was just saying, okay, she controlled the document and everybody goes. But she wrote something, and she was writing as if she was writing a story. So I believe they're attacking my record. They're trying to manipulate my legal record, and the law enforcement agent is against it. They're trying to manipulate my legal record to put me in a class with a bad name. I have never committed a crime before in my life. I am being condemned without a crime in Italy. And I'll continue to update you about the theft of my property. And I know who are behind this theft. You will give me my property. I can assure you that. This is a battle to fight. In Nigeria we say something, fight to finish. This is fight to finish battle. It's either you give me my property, and I intend to leave Italy. I do not want to stay in Italy. This is a society, the white society, the albino society, is a society of madness. They are mass killing. They are destroying people's lives. They are poisoning people. The food are not safe. Nothing is safe. I don't feel safe in this society. I want to leave your society. Give me my properties, and that's all I request for. My property of 48 years of my sweat in Europe. I will not let it go. That is just the message I will send. I will end this blog for now because, you know, I've been trying to go through some internal purification because this situation is really stressing me out. It's really making me bitter, and that's not what God has created me to be. He has not created me to be bitter. He has not created me, but that's the position Satan wants me to be bitter and angered. And I want, you know, that's why you see me for a while now. I try to keep hiatus, and I try to, you know, just keep away from the blog also, and, you know, purify myself. But you see, this is a constant battle, 24 hours harassment by non-entities, by demonized personalities, by, you know, by ex-convict, by, you know, just name it. They send it after you. Just name it. It's a crazy situation. The gang stalking program is a crime against humanity, a no-touch persecution. The German people have a name, they call it, and I will write the name just here. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. And remember also, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. And as I always say, face your fears, elevate your mind, and resist every temptation to panic. Thank you, and God bless you.